Here we are, my friends. We are back to the Night of Mystery, Notte del Mistero, and I decided today to read at least one chapter, right? Some reading is good just to let you understand how is the writing, how is the book. So I'm narrating, but I'm reading as well now and then. Amici, appunto leggerò un po' di questo libro per gli italiani, ma leggerò in inglese perché il libro è in inglese, the book is in English. So amigos, vamos a leer un poquito de un capítulo de su libro en inglés. El libro es en inglés y vamos a leer en English. Okay, my friend. So after chapter 11, we talk about Mysterious Island. I told you about these numbers and scrolls that something to do with Oak Island. Oak Island is an island that is on the east coast. After that, we are chapter 12, and I'm gonna read you, my friend, Whispering Scrolls. And sorry for my accent, I'll do the best as I can. I'm reading in English because the book is in English, okay? So when I'll be reading, I'll only be reading English. Archivium Secretum Apostolicum Vaticanum, the seal of the Vatican, Seven Archive, the Vatican, the archive of the Vatican. The central repository in the Vatican City for all of the acts promulged by the Holy See. Holy See will be the church, the Vatican City. So every document is there. Laura, Claudio's sister, knew a lot about the Vatican and was explaining to his brother Claudio how difficult it was to obtain permission to read or study historical documents. The secret archives contain about 86 kilometers of shelving and thousands of books and documents. The oldest surviving document dates back to the end of the 18th century, so we are talking about long time ago. Claudio was amazed about the archive, even if he never had the chance to visit the Vatican secret collection. He asked Laura, how is it possible to find or reach an old document after all these centuries? Laura replied, there are very strict limitations for researchers and students willing to enter the archive. However, I discovered that in the 17th century, under the order of Pope Paul V, the secret archive was separated from the Vatican Library, and coincidentally, Father Larry, the one who was killed in the mountain, was researching documents of that century. So Father Larry, that was 3 years in the Vatican, he was already looking for these documents, right? Because he knew something. Later, in the 1817, so in the 19th century, the Vatican Secret Archive were brought back to Rome from France after we know Napoleon removed them from Rome, right? So he brought everything to France and after back to Rome. Larry made a personal trip in France. In addition, in Spain, between the 16th and the 17th century, numerous papal bulls were emanated and hidden in secret. Yet Larry went to Spain twice to research. So there are many Vatican documents, religious documents of the centuries. They were in France, they were in Spain, they were in Rome, right, all around the world. So Claudio was listening carefully, imagining all those things. And he said, I think that Larry knew what he was looking for, following a specific line of connection and discovery. So the expedition, the Spanish expedition, everything was connecting now with this mystery. And Claudio's sister was discovering step by step, searching where Father Larry was before coming to Vancouver and be obsessed with this research. Claudio rejoining his sister in this research, and he was even more excited. At the beginning of March, police announced the presence of new person in this custody. In fact, after Father Larry's death, Kevin, the investigator, discovered something in North Van, somebody involved with Father Larry, because police investigate his private life, police investigate even his documents, and people that Father Larry was dealing with. So Detective Mesotti, Kevin Mesotti, Italian origin, was investigating these two. And even the provincial homicide was collaborating with the police. So Vancouver was level with Europe in a precise line, standing at the beginning of the Pacific Ocean, the largest and deepest of the world, covering almost 59 million square miles and containing more than half of the water on the earth. So Father Larry calculated in his cryptic secret code that all the world's continents could fit in the Pacific basin, pairing the two basic elements of life, the alpha and the omega. Letters found inside his drawing were united forever in the beginning ending of creation, earth and water, in comparison with Vancouver Ocean, inlets and the shore. In other words, the provincial homicide squad, away from those literary speculations, supposed that the suspect could have killed Larry for money or revenge. The Catholics' mendacious behavior in residential schools was an example, being just a born killer, very well experienced in this wild green territory was just impossible. So police were saying, oh, here maybe he's a native, maybe somebody was abused by the church, somebody that owed money to Larry, somebody that Larry Boromori, and da 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 da. But on the other hand, Claudio, his sister, and people, friends of Larry, they were looking for another motive. So it was historical, it was religious, it was mysterious, right? Supernatural. So this chapter, sorry, is very challenging, and as you can see, there are lots of things to know. So that's we are chapter 13, macabre frequencies, and we'll talk this, my friend, about next time. So sorry, but this, perdona amigo se estoy leyendo en inglés, me dice en inglés, but próxima vez hablaré comunque di questo capitolo shortly, to let you know. Quindi amici, questa è la lettura in inglese, ma la prossima volta vi rivedrò questo capitolo in breve anche in italiano. Con questo grazie ancora, thank you my friend to follow us. This is the book we are reading, The Archangel Black Feather. You can find it on Amazon. My friend, it's a nice book. Thank you, and see you next time. Ciao.